Yesterday, I released a podcast episode talking about how to manage a family, a relationship, and entrepreneurship all together, and how do you make it all work. So if you haven't listened to this podcast episode, I highly encourage you to go and do so. Type in Master Your Life podcast on any platform and you'll find me. Go and check it out. But I wanted to give you a couple of the footnotes of that podcast episode here with you today. So here's the deal. If entrepreneurship and having a family and a relationship was easy, everybody would be doing it and everyone would be loaded, right? We'd all be millionaires. But the truth of the matter is that it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of sacrifice, a lot of focus, and you really have to love it in order to do it, because you spend countless hours and months and years slogging away in private so that you can actually provide a service of some sort through your business to other people. But they don't see that. They just see the shiny end product, right? So if you're an entrepreneur, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So the question came from a friend of mine, Dr. John Gaines. And if you don't know John, go and follow him. He's at Push Gaines, and he's a really great speaker and somebody that you should connect with anyway. But so John's question was, how do you make all these three things work? And so let's talk about your relationships. So if you're in a relationship and you're either engaged or married or just dating, that is the most important relationship you'll ever have outside of the one with yourself. Okay, and if you don't nurture that relationship, and if you don't keep it shiny and bright and exciting and just treasure it and protect it at all costs, then you're potentially not going to have a relationship to worry about, right? So that is the most important relationship you'll ever have. And it's even more important than the one you have with your children. Because again, if you don't protect that and nurture it and grow it and develop it and keep it exciting and make sure that your partner understands that you are there for them and you support them and you love them unconditionally and you are there to have a great time with them and share life experiences together, potentially that relationship could fall apart. I mean, the divorce rates are through the roof, right? We all know that. So make sure that you spend quality time with your wife or your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is for you. And I mean really spend quality time. And quality time means uninterrupted time, no distractions, no phones, no Candy Crush, no kids, no chores, no work, no nothing. Just focus on that person and be present for that person. And one of the greatest things I've heard about communication in general, but I think this is brilliant for relationships, is go into every conversation with small mouth, big ears. Right? Small mouth, big ears. So what does that mean? Listen more than you talk, right? And pay attention, be present for your person. Make sure that they understand that you are 100% there and ready to commit to whatever that conversation looks like, right? Secondly, let's talk about families. So if you've got in-laws and children and parents that want your time, then this is going to be a tricky balance, right? So what I suggest is that you combine visits. So if you've got your parents and your in-laws dying to see you guys, see your children, where possible, combine them. Go and see them together, all together, one day of the weekend, let's say one afternoon, so that the rest of your weekend is yours to do whatever it is, whether it's spend time with your partner, work on your business, go and have fun, go and travel, whatever it is for you. Combine your time, maximize your time as much as possible. Lastly, entrepreneurship. So like I said, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. So you need to find time to obviously work on your business. So what does that look like? Maybe it means you get up an hour or two before everybody else in your household, or you work an hour or two after everybody's gone to bed. For me, I can work at 4 a.m. easy peasy. But if you ask me to do something at 9 p.m., forget it. It's not going to happen. I can't. I'm just like a zombie by then. So work out when you are at your most productive. Carve out a chunk of time and do what you've got to do in your business. There's only 24 hours in the day and we all get the same 24 hours and it goes by like that. But you need to make the time. It's as simple as that, right? There's no magic wand that I can zip on you and say, yep, suddenly you've got 27 hours of the day, or your business is suddenly going to be successful. It just doesn't work that way. You've got to put in the time and the effort. How do you do that? get up earlier, stay up later, whatever it is that you need to do to focus uninterrupted on your business. Just the same way that your uninterrupted time with your spouse is as precious to you, so should be your time spent working on your business. Okay, so go and listen to the podcast episode. That was just like the Cliff Notes version of that podcast episode. It was released yesterday. It is available on 11 different apps. So wherever you listen to podcasts, go and find the Master Your Life podcast, listen to the episode, leave me a comment. I want to know if you have a life hack that you can share with us, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.